So today I'm going to take a look at this article here from an outfit called Honest Reporting. So we can see the headline that it's a correction: US sanctions Albanese over anti-Semitism, pro-terror rhetoric and threats to US interests. And then it goes on to say that Francesca Albanese, who's a UN special rapporteur on the occupied Palestinian territories, is not an international lawyer. She is, however, biased. Actually, she is the rapporteur, but it's actually for human rights in the occupied territories. And they are right, actually, that she is, however, biased. They do go on to explain some of this. I mean, what I found is with her is that she's definitely biased in favour of Palestine and against Israel. Now, one of the key criteria for UN special rapporteurs is that they're impartial. And from what I can tell, that she is not impartial, because certainly being impartial is not just in terms of the work you do, but it's also that you need to be seen to be impartial. And when you kind of look at a lot of what she's had to say publicly, it's pretty clear that she's not impartial. Well, the main thing I wanted to look at down here, so this is a really good web page here for a bit of background about it, but they do unfortunately use a rather deceptive quoting technique here. So if you look at this paragraph, it says, in Albanese's case, she has said numerous times that resistance is acceptable by any means, including armed struggle, including at a Hamas conference in a room filled with Hamas senior officials. Now, I kind of don't know too much about exactly what she said there, but the link here that they give is actually to an Italian Vanity Fair article. So I've opened this up with a translation to English, and then if we search for any means, um, we can see here what she actually said is by any means, even armed struggle, as long as it is not directed against civilians. This is permitted under international law. The right to resistance is what peoples have compared to the right to self-defense that states have. So it's certainly true that she says by any means, although not entirely sure what things she might class there. But this honest reporting page does give a misleading impression without including the caveat that Albanese said is as long as it's not aimed at civilians. Now, I think certainly if you're going to call yourself your website honest reporting, you do need to be honest about these things. I mean, it strikes me that it's probably deliberate here. I mean, it could have been accidental, but you've kind of got to suspect that it was a deliberate omission of the full context of that. I mean, given all the things that Albanese has said in the past, I don't really think there's any need to, even people who are highly partisan about this don't really need to start engaging in silly deceptive tactics, and nobody should be doing that anyway on any subject. If you're kind of being very careful in what you're pulling out of somebody's comment elsewhere without including a bit of relevant caveats or qualifications, then it's definitely misleading.